Moonlit Seduction. Colonel Schmidt is very pleased that Ralph Saller is back from vacation. He wants to hand him the next case straight away. Colonel Schmidt replies, "Good morning." And after a short pause, "Did you recover well, Ralph? Despite all the hardships?" Ralph didn't have a good vacation. He had to neutralize an army of undead that had attacked the island of Norderney from the depths of the North Sea. Ralph just says, "Well, given the circumstances, that's it." "What's the matter? Why did you ask me here, Colonel Schmidt?" Colonel Schmidt says, "I have a new case for you. It's about werewolves in Romania. More specifically, werewolf women take men to a place called Luna Nocturna, hidden deep in the dark forests of Romania. There have always been popular reports of werewolves preying on careless people in these ancient forests. In fact, men with beautiful women have been observed disappearing into these forests and never coming back. At this place Luna Nocturna there is a legend about how young women seduce men, lead them to this place and dance until the full moon shines clearly over this place. Then these beautiful women transform into beasts with fur as black as night, dagger-length fangs and claws. Then the dance of seduction changes into the dance of death. A lot of people have been disappearing in the forests of Romania lately. Ralph, please find out what's going on there. I have attached several silver bullets made for your revolver. That's all, good luck." Ralph just says a short "Thank you very much. I'll be on my way straight away," and leaves the office. Alien Area Shop. Your one-stop fashion destination. Attention, fashion enthusiasts of all ages. Step into the extraordinary world of Alien Area, where style meets intergalactic flair. Whether you're a man, woman, or child, we've got the trendiest clothing and accessories to make you stand out from the crowd. Visit Alien Area Shop today and let us help you defy gravity with our mind-blowing fashion selections. Prepare to be abducted by style. Ralph arrives safely by plane in Romania. Romania is a very poor country. The best way to get to the mountains is by train. The road network is very poorly developed. The train drives slowly through a mountainous area that is famous for many horror films. It is the Carpathians, or better known as Transylvania. It looks very rustic here and the locals tell many myths and legends. The mysterious place Luna Nocturna is said to be hidden there too. The train stops in the middle of the mountains. This is the last stop. There is an undeveloped road over a pass. A few taxis are waiting at the station. They are mostly old Russian Lada cars. Ralph takes a taxi to get to the other side of the pass. There is an old village with an inn that also rents out rooms. Ralph signs in and asks the innkeeper if he has heard of the place Luna Nocturna. The innkeeper immediately looks pale with fear and advises him to stay away. This place is deep in the forest and he recently had a guest who never came back. Ralph does not listen to his advice. He wants to go and look for this place the next morning. The next morning, after a moderately good breakfast, Ralph sets off into the dense forest to find the legendary place. The innkeeper has shown him the direction northeast, where many hikers have already disappeared. The forest is very old and dark. Ralph has a plan to find this place and spend the night there. Coincidentally, it is also the full moon phase. There are rock formations to the right and left. He fills up and after a while he finally comes out of the canyon and finds himself in a valley. In the middle is an open area with several stone circles. Ralph suspects that this mysterious place must be Luna Nocturna. These stone circles were built thousands of years ago to perform pagan rituals. Ralph sets up his camp a little way away in order to keep a close eye on this place. He lies down to rest for the task ahead. Little does he know that he is being watched from the depths of the forest. Hello. Ralph hears and sees a group of young women accompanied by two men. Ralph immediately thinks back to Colonel Schmidt's discussion about the myth of werewolf women who seduce and kill young men. Ralph sees seductive young women who smile charmingly at him. The other two men look in a little jealously. One of the women says to Ralph, "Hello, my name is Mina. I hope you don't mind if we camp here too. It's such a beautiful place here." Ralph's sixth sense sounds the alarm. It is extremely strange that a whole group of people has decided to camp here, of all places, since this place is considered a secret place. Are these the werewolves' women? Of course, no problem, says Ralph. Mina replies, "Thank you very much. If you want, you can join us. We want to have a little party here later." Ralph replies, "Of course. My name is Ralph." Mina replies with a short "good," and smiles seductively at him. She goes back and helps the others set up camp. As night falls, loud music is played through a party box. This has a subwoofer and tweeter built in and works practically with a rechargeable battery. The two men are barbecuing on a grill they brought with them. The women are dancing seductively to the music. Ralph joins them, but, just to be on the safe side, he has his revolver with the silver bullets hidden in his inside jacket pocket. The barbecue is excellent. Mina comes to Ralph and asks him if he would dance with her. Half hesitantly, he agrees and dances with her. It is now 10 p.m. and the clouds are clearing. A magnificent full moon lights up the dark night. But with the full moon, the dance of death begins. Mina feels the danger that the stranger radiates like an aura. She resolves to be very careful with him. It is strange that someone should come to her secret place. This place has been used by her kind for centuries to lure victims and then eat them. She and her sisters belong to an ancient race of lycanthropes. She was born a normal child, but one of her ancestors was bitten by a werewolf. Hidden in her genes, her abilities awoke at the age of 18 and led her to this mystical place. Here she had already devoured countless victims, seduced these victims in a bar and brought them here. With each victim, her youth is refreshed so that she remains eternally young. This only ends when she becomes pregnant and passes her genes on to her daughter. She now dances seductively to distract the stranger. She feels the full moon behind the clouds. As soon as it comes out, she will turn into the beast. She feels her hunger and can hardly wait to eat. The clouds clear and a magnificent full moon is visible. With the full moon, Mina feels her blood begin to boil. Her nose pushes forward and fangs grow in her mouth. Sharp claws and fur as black as the night, half human, half wolf, a creature of terror. Her sisters also begin to transform. Mina's mind only says pray, destroy and eat. The human in her has disappeared. The two men were quickly overwhelmed by the creatures. Arms and legs were immediately ripped from their bodies. A quick but painful death. The werewolves immediately began to distort their prey. Ralph quickly found cover behind a tree and watched the gruesome carnage. He had already unsafed the revolver with the silver bullets and was ready to shoot. Mina, in the form of the werewolf, sensed Ralph behind the tree and jumped towards him in 2 leaps to attack. But Ralph shot her directly in the head and drew the attention of the other creatures. Ralph shoots one werewolf after the other. He is very good with a firearm. As soon as one of these creatures is shot, it turns to dust. Completely out of breath with excitement, he spends the night in this cursed place and heads back to the inn the next morning. The innkeeper, completely surprised that the man he thought was dead is back, makes him a proper lunch. 2 days later, Ralph is back in Bonn and packing his suitcase. Colonel Schmidt has bought him a ticket to Lima in Peru. He is to get to the bottom of an ancient mystery of the indigenous people of the jungle. These creatures peel off the faces of their victims down to the bone. They are called Pilacaris, and a few months ago the media spoke of aliens who are said to be causing trouble in the region. The Indians called them Pilacaris.